Um, my name's Emily, and I'm going to be sharing some inspiration today and leading us in a little meditation. And today's theme is chasing happiness. Just kidding. It's choosing happiness. Tricky, isn't it? Look how close together those words are. And what do you think we usually do in our lives? Mostly we're going around chasing happiness. But we're built in, our spirits and our existence has the capacity to be happy beyond our circumstances. But, how many times are we looking for the health goal, some financial milestone, the career goal, the project completion, the recognition, the air fryer, whatever it is, it's going to bring us the happiness. But that doesn't bring us the happiness, except fleetingly. You can have these moments of something new, novelty. It's a fun experience, and that can be pleasurable and enjoyable. Novelty is fun. Adrenaline is fun. All these things can be exciting, fun, and bring us moments of happiness. But if we go around chasing those moments, we're missing all the moments in between. So, that's all great, but how do we do it? How do you get the happiness in the middle parts, That's like the whole magic, the whole trick, I think. And I'm not, in any way, perfect at this, but I like to be happy, and so I'm working on it. So it kind of, in my mind, I guess I'm thinking more about this topic. I kind of rephrased it in my mind a little bit more like choosing a deeper joy, or choosing meaning and fulfillment, or practicing happiness. Those are kind of the ways I've been formulating this. Now, of course, we can change. You can still have those goals. It's great, actually, to have goals and achieve them, and find the air fryer at the thrift store or whatever that you're excited to get. But how do we practice happiness without just faking it? Because that doesn't work. Because there's the part of you inside that knows you're faking it. So, how do you find happiness in between? So you might have some techniques. I would encourage you to ask yourself this question: how can I be happy right in this moment? Pause yourself and ask, what right in this moment could I be happy about right now? And so this is sometimes people talk about practicing gratitude in that way. It's what in this moment could I feel grateful for? But it's a different way of looking at it. Or, practicing being present in the moment. Wow, I hear a bird tweeting right now. I wasn't paying any attention a second ago, but it's been there making this beautiful song. So this is a different way to look at it, asking yourself, how can I find something right in this moment right now to feel happy about? Now, the key in for me, which I'm going to talk a little bit more about, because that's what I can talk about, is what I've experienced, and you can also maybe find your own ways and share at brunch what kind of joyful ways you find in your life. For me, awe is the fastest ticket in. Now, I had this experience, I guess it was a couple weeks ago, right before a heat wave. There were all these clouds here on the coast, and they were making just this amazing sky drama, and it was so stunning because we have beautiful blue clear skies and just light cloud cover so much of the time. But they were very interesting, and I think it was maybe because the heat wave was coming, because then it happened again the next week before the heat wave. But and then it got to be sunset a little bit, so then they started turning colors, and I was with my son, and I was going, oh, look at those clouds. They're so beautiful. And And I said it too many times because it was not having the right effect on him anymore. You can imagine if your mother was doing that to you. Okay, so, but I was so stunned by them. So we went to the ocean to look at them and experiencing it. And I look at the picture, and the picture doesn't bring the same awe, but I can call back into my mind that feeling of awe about it. And it doesn't have to be something as stunning and like wait until a heat wave's coming to be able to feel that kind of awe. Like I need to share this with Eli because he did this to me actually when he was little. When I was with him one morning, it was like a foggy, wet morning, and it was during a silent retreat happening down here, but I wasn't at the silent retreat. So I was like really making a point to try to be as present as I could. And he was out in the yard, and he was probably 3, maybe 2. I think he was 3 probably. And he was looking at the damp grass, and he would see a slug, and he would go, "A slug!" And then 5 blades of grass over, he would go, "Another slug!" And this went on for an hour, slug after slug. And there were so many slugs, but he was so amazed. Amazement is another kind of word you can use for awe, like amazement. There's so much to be amazed at. Every day we wake up, the sun is starting the day over. Wiggle your toes. You know, we have opposable thumbs, like whatever it is. Like, actually, it's amazing. I heard a great idea, and it's helped me with cleaning chores, is to think about taking someone around with you during your day who's from like the 1500s and how amazing this life is and how easy it is to clean. Look how the water comes right out of the tap to do the dishes or all the things. There's so much we can be amazed with life. So it's quite a fun thing to play with. You can be amazed at the slugs. You can be amazed at the clouds and sunsets. You can be amazed that the water comes out of the tap. We can be amazed that we're alive. Any of it. We can even be amazed at the depth of difficult feelings we feel. Like sometimes when, like for example, grief. If grief comes on you, you're like, it can just take you for a while. You know, you just go in it for a while and you're not feeling happiness in that moment. And that's fine. You don't have to feel happiness in that moment. But, you know, as it begins to wane, there's like, wow, like a wow. Wow is amazement. Wow is awe, appreciation, and bringing you, the fact that we can feel wow can bring you a sense of meaning in your life, fulfillment, like, wow, I felt that deeply about that. I'm feeling things deeply, and then it could be any feeling that you felt. So we don't have to set aside or shove away our other feelings, or even if it's an unpleasant feeling. Wow, that was dramatic. My word. Oh, well, what I'll do now about that? You maybe got upset at someone or something, but there can still be a wow. There can still be a wow. I appreciate that person, and I want to go work something out with them besides how I left it all upset. So we got to look for ways to find appreciation in life and presence is very important too. So all those examples I gave were things that we're noticing right in the moment what's going on. And you don't always have to like consciously think of what's in the moment. If you just sort of have a sort of a general practice of like tuning in a very simple like saying or mantra with your breath, then you can bring yourself back to that. Anytime your mind starts to begin to go all over the place or analyze things or sometimes the mind's very helpful. It's organizing things, it's sorting things, it's helping us understand what's going on. And that can all be super helpful, and also sometimes it just goes overboard. And you just really might want to be able to root back into the presence of our soul, the presence of spirit that's right in the moment with us at every moment. So one of the practices that's helped me a lot in between sitting meditation experiences is the walking meditation guidance that I've heard from Thich Nhat Hanh, who was a really prolific writer and a teacher, Vietnamese Zen Buddhist and activist. And he had a mantra, probably he had more than one, but the one I gravitated to was, I have arrived, I am home. And I think of it as like, I have arrived in this moment. I am home in this moment. I have arrived in this moment, and I am home here on this earth. Like, we belong here in the moment. And you say one of the phrases mentally as you inhale and you take some steps, and you say the other phrase mentally as you exhale and you take some more steps, or one step per phrase, depending how you're doing it. And I have, prior to that, like, noticed that my mind, like when you're walking around, your mind is just doing whatever it wants. So it's really nice to have it do something that's going to help you get back to that deeper sense of meaning and fulfillment and happiness that is our true nature. We really are here in the present moment. Our soul's spirit, it's present with us even if our mind is clouding that presence. Our soul can come forward. Spirit can guide us. We can tune into the oneness that we have with each other, with all life. And so I thought, as we do our sitting meditation today, we might want to use that. I would invite you to use that mantra. You certainly, of course, practice Kriya. You could practice any other quiet meditation, but I have arrived, I am home. I have arrived as you inhale. I am home as you exhale, just silently. Or you may just slip into then just feeling your breath, the awe that we're breathing. Or you may just slip into a deeper state of communion. So we'll sit together for about 15 minutes. You might want to check how you're sitting so you feel comfortable for those next several minutes, and kind of helpful if you have your knees maybe like a little lower than your hips, and open your chest for a easy breathing. the more that we make time in our lives to practice rooting our consciousness in the present moment and expanding our awareness to the greater spirit that we're part of, the more that becomes our source of happiness and joy. And the more often and more regularly we practice it, the easier it is to find our way back into that. Like walking a trail every day makes it easy to keep that trail cleared. We connect with what's larger than ourselves, with the greater ocean of spirit, with the myriad life forms that share the planet with us, with humanity. And the more rooted we find our consciousness in our oneness, the more motivated we can feel to practice kindness to ourselves and to others. And it's a way of practicing happiness also, bringing other people happiness through kindness. And we're one, so if you tend to neglect yourself with kindness, that's important to do too. Treat yourself with kindness. I want to reiterate that we, of course, have the capacity to make choices all the time about our circumstances and have influence. We have a tremendous amount of influence over what's happening in our lives, and at the same time, we don't want to give away our ability to be happy. We don't want to give that power over to our circumstances. We always have the power within us. So here's a little excerpt from Paramahansa Yogananda's book. If every day you say to yourself, "The world is treating me badly," your face and your whole body will begin to sag and droop. Instead say, "Well, Lord, you know what it is all about. I'm going to make the best of life. It may be a cloudy day, but I'm going to enjoy it just as much as the sunshine. No matter what happens, say, it is all right. I'm happy within. God has given you the power to be a king of kings, to be happier than any rich man who ever lived. You can walk through life like a king, or like a mental skunk who throws off the odor of unhappiness and gloom on everyone." So, practicing happiness and practicing kindness, they go right hand in hand. Descriptions are so colorful. All right. Well, just to close, we can practice awe, we can practice kindness, we can root into the presence of spirit that's always here. And do it as frequently as you can, because that gives it the best way to establish as a pattern in your life.